Hey everyone, so here's another video tutorial, but before that let me first of all tell you something, then I'm going to get right into it. So this is what you're going to be building today. First of all, like, you're going to be building it's known as a predictor. So the main thing with this predictor is that it's going to be a landing page for a betting site that gives people prediction based on AI. Okay, so as you can see, and you are going to build it using AI, the whole of it using AI, as I told you previously. So like you need to know that before you continue. That means you're not going to be doing like the real-time coding with you guys, yeah, but I'm going to be explaining to you why I think like it's a new thing or something like that. Okay, so the first thing that we have is, first of all, when you come to this part of the navbar, you can see like how the navbar looks okay. And then of this part of the hero section. Now when you come to this part of the hero section, I want you to see like this kind of animation that is happening here, yeah, like it's in regards to the position of the mouse, yeah. Also you have some background animations happening. You can see a background animation happening in real time, yeah. And yeah, so you can see like it's a basic, not really basic app, but it's a modern, like it's a modern app, modern website app, something like that, yeah. So it looks modern, and everything looks really creative, yeah. So also when you come to this part of the next section, this part of the AI prediction below the hero, you can see like how everything looks very nice. So you have these animations. When you bring your mouse here, when you bring a cursor, you can see like what's happening. You have that background animation that's lighting up, and you have these three dots that are animating. And you see it, yeah, it looks really beautiful. Also it happens to both of them, and these three, like, they are animating, yeah. So we're going to be using a lot of animations. We're going to do a lot of animations here, and yeah, a lot of animation, a lot of arrangement of codes, and just making sure like your code is as clean as possible. Okay, also want you to see that, okay, this part, let me show you this part of the AI powered betting intelligence. This part like looks very high quality, looks very premium. Also it has some animations. You can see looks really nice. It has some beautiful animations. We're going to be using a lot of animations here, even though like for our styles we're going to be using the common, which is just tailwind CSS. That's just what we're going to be using for our styling here, yeah. So and then when you come to this part of the what our users say, so you can see here we have a carousel, and then this carousel does work. But other than that, also we have like this beautiful, like it's a testimonial in carousel, and also you just have like this testimonial like that, yeah, arranged like that, yeah. Now also you have this part of the choose your power. Oh, it's supposed to be choose your plan, yeah, sorry, I said choose your power. It's supposed to be choose your power plan. Sorry, it's supposed to be choose your plan, my bad. And then you can see like it looks really nice. You have this kind of glossy effect, which is blurred a little bit. Then when you bring your mouse, like it becomes way more blurred. And then you have this part, like there's a lot of animations, yeah. That's the part of the plan section. Also we have this part of the CTA, the call to action. Yeah, it looks really awesome, and it looks premium, yeah. But one thing that we have not done is that we have not made like this button to function. So these buttons are not functioning. They are just yeah, they're just there, but you can be able like to add like functionality into them. But the main thing with this tutorial was just to teach you like some things in regards to the animations, in regards to code arrangements in Next.js, and also like how you can be able like to build like very fast applications or very fast landing page using an AI, quick and easy way. And also you're going to be learning how you can be able like to arrange your prompt very clearly or very properly, yeah. I know some people may be thinking like knowing how to make your prompt is not useful, but there's some people out there who don't know how to make their prompt, and as a result, like maybe it gives them like very shitty kind of results, because how AI works is that, you know, like what you give it is what you'll get. If you give it a shitty like kind of prompt, then you're going to get a shitty kind of results. Okay, it doesn't work vice versa, because the AI, what it does is that it does what you say. Yeah, so it cannot do what you haven't told it. Yeah. So the last part you have is the part of the footer. Actually, this is a very high quality footer. Can you guys tell me if you've ever seen a footer like this? Just tell me if you've ever seen a footer like this. So first of all, I want you to see here. Here you have like this kind of you also like how we are transitioning from this color. This is blue to this kind of, I don't know, like to black, and then a little bit of light black, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, so we have like some transitioning from that blue to that kind of black. Like it looks really beautiful. Also you can see like this, it just looks high quality, it looks the best. Yeah, so that's just what you're going to be making today. And then this is our footer. So as I told you, like what you're going to learn from this part, from these things, first of all, the first thing you're going to be learning is you're going to learn how to use prompt, how to do your prompts, how to make a prompt to make a prompt to be much better. And then we're going to be using Claude for that. But remember, I think this can work for any AI out there, but personally I like using Claude, especially when I need to tweak something very fast for a particular client. So you're going to learn in regards to knowing how to use prompt. Also another thing that you're going to learn about is going to be in regards to how to arrange your code as per Next.js standards. Another thing you're going to learn how to make your codes, how to write your code to be much cleaner, even though like AI is the one that's going to write fast, but I'm going to show you like some bits here and there how to make your code to be much cleaner. Then another thing you're going to learn that is very important, you're going to learn that is going to be in regards to just how to use Claude as effectively as possible, yeah, and as awesome as possible, yeah. So that's just something you're going to learn. Also, yeah, you're going to learn also some things here and there, but remember, like as I told you, like for you to be able like to make this landing page, if you want to get the maximum benefit of it, make sure at least you know little bit of React, and you know a little bit of React. But if you don't know React, also still you can still join us, but it's really advisable to know a little bit of React, because if you are told to explain it by the particular person who hired you, then you need to be able like to know how you can be able to explain your code perfectly. Like use the AI, but don't be stupid in terms of you don't know what it does. Just make sure like you know at least what the particular code does, okay, so that in future you can be able like to change it if you require. So as per these navigations, like you have not been able like to add like the particular functioning of them, but you're going to be able to add them. Also, this part of the buttons I just told you, like they're not functioning. But remember, if you want me to make a web app, or if you want me to continue the landing page, so that if we press this part of join now, be able like to move inside, and then to be able like to do a particular to make this web app to work effectively. If you want us to do that to make it work, then remember you can tag me, or you can just write it in the comments, and I'll be able like to check it. But because sometimes the comments might be having a lot of comments and I may not be able like to see it. Also, you can join our Discord. I'm going to put the link in the description. Join our Discord, and then in there you can be able like to maybe tag me, then I'll be able like to look at it. If you want any projects that you want to see maybe in the channel, or you think that is really cool, or anything you want to say, you can just write it in the comments, or you can just join our Discord community and write it there, and then I'll be able like to look at it and and give you the direction that maybe you want. So that's the thing you're going to be learning it from. That's what you're going to learn from today. But remember, like you're not going to be doing real-time coding. So I just want to give you a heads up so that you don't say like I lied or anything like that. Okay, so if you're cool with that, so let's continue. What are you going to learn by the end of this video? So by the end of this video, you're going to learn how to craft powerful prompts for ClaudeAI to generate like very appropriate code components, how to iterate with AI to refine your landing page section, and then tips on using cloud for design decisions like layouts, and then how to piece the whole landing page together, then how to deploy your page for free using platforms like Vercel. A quick heads up, so this is not a step-by-step coding tutorial. We won't be hand coding every line. Instead, we'll just focus on writing the right prompts and understanding how to use ClaudeAI effectively. If you're the kind of person who prefers typing every line of code with explanations, you can skip this and watch my other video that cover just that. Because this one, like I assume that you already know how to use JavaScript, or you have some good knowledge in React, even if it's not 100%, but you have some good knowledge with React. So you might be thinking, why AI, why cloud? So like it or not, like, AI is here to stay, and AI is changing how we build products. Instead of wasting hours designing layouts from scratch, the first 12 hours of when a video is released usually determines how much the video will perform. So I'll really appreciate if you can be able, like, at least to like, or even if you haven't subscribed, just please like. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. But if you haven't, also please subscribe, and then I'm going to be, like, really grateful for supporting us. So please, like, don't forget, because, like, the performance of a video is usually determined by the 24 hours when it's released. Thank you. So let's start. Any query, just put it in the comments, and then I'm going to respond to it later. And also here in the description, I'm going to put the necessary links for our Discord, where we can be able, like, to interact with you. If you have any questions or any inquiry, where we can be able to interact, or if you have just anything you want to discuss with us. So let's start. So the first thing you're going to do is, first of all, let's install Next.js. So for you to be able, like, to install Next.js, just come to the Next.js website, and then just copy this. So that is npx. I don't know if you can be able to see it. Let me try to increase the size. So that is npx create next at latest, like that. Yeah, npx create next at latest. So that's how you can be able, like, to start a new Next.js project. Okay, yeah. So after you've done that, again, what you can do is this. Now you're going to be required now to choose now the particular solution that you want. Yeah, so after I've done that, then, like, remember, like, you're going to need to start Next.js again. Let me show you here. After I've done that, I don't want to show you that personally, because I think, like, it's very easy to start, like, Next.js. Then you can just do npm run dev to start your website, your application, and then it's going to start at this, that is localhost 3000. Okay, like that. So let's start coding. Yeah, but I'm going to be showing, like, the dependency you're going to install and everything you're going to install, and then, yeah. So this is how our project looks like, and then let me show you how the structure is going to be like. So you can just come here, then let's make this. So you can write this you can just name it as project structure. Then here in the project structure, let's paste this one. Okay, so this is how like, I want our project to be like. And yeah, so example, let's first of all come to the src. Then here in the src, we have now this part of the app, which has all this, as you can see. Now what you can do is you can come here in this src. I want us to create now here another folder. So this folder, we're going to name it as components, and then still in this src, you're going to create now another folder that we're going to name it as styles, like that. Then yeah, still in the styles, you're going to create now another folder that is going to, we're going to name it as utils. Yeah, so like as you can see, the page.jsx is our main page, is our main landing page, and then this part of the layout.jsx is going to just be a common layout, and mostly it's going to have the navbar and the footer. Yeah, and then these are what now are going to be making now the landing page. And then you have this part of the styles. The styles, so they are going to be like the global styles, the global CSS that you're going to use. But here, yeah, the global CSS, even though you're going to be using Tailwind, but there are also like those some of the small styles here and there that you're going to use. Then now here you have the part of the dummy data that you're going to use for our testimonials. Okay, it's going to be a very simple landing page, but I know you're going to learn a thing or two from it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I want to make it simple, but I want to make it like also like I want you to learn something from it. So what you're going to do again, after doing that, now here we're going to first of all start with this part of the page.tsx, not gsx, sorry, page.tsx. Yeah, so this is the first part we're going to start with. So what I want us to do is this. You can just then remove the whole of it. Yeah. Now here in this page.tsx, you're going to paste this. So this one, first of all, like it's a common, just these are just common codes in regards to Next.js. So first of all, you're saying like use client, because first of all it's going to be using the client part, and then here I'm going to be saying, we are saying like import hero from this part, and also import navbar, prediction, how it works, etc. So these are all the things that are going to be comprising, or that are going to be making the landing page, and we are going to need to add them. Okay, so let's first of all add these files, because first of all, like, we don't have these files. Okay, yeah, so I think like these are very common code, and yeah, right now I think you should know what you're doing. Yeah, so as you said earlier, we're going to be using AI in making this landing page to be very easy and very fast. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be making first of all is, let's come to our components. There's this. Okay, so let me first of all name this. Then I'm going to name this to be And just to be sure if you have done like everything as required, let me do this. I can just come to the project structure. So as per the project structure, so first of all you have, let me look at it very well. So you have this page dot this page, and then also you have the layout dot tsx. Okay, so sorry, like there is an issue here in regards to the page structure. So remember, these are not supposed to be in GSX, they're supposed to be in TSX. So my bad, sorry. So like that is my an issue I've done, but just know it's supposed to be in TSX because you're using TypeScript. Okay, yeah. So we have here the page, you have the layout. Okay, so those ones are in the app, and then the components, you have the, let's start first of all, we have the navbar, you have the hero, we have added that, you have AI prediction, you have how it works, testimonials, pricing, CTA, and then the footer, right? Okay, so that one, you have added that. Now in this part of the styles here, are supposed to have this part of the global.css. Okay, so let's add that. And then, so when you come to the project structure, there's this part of the dummy data. Don't understand. Like that. Okay, so there's an issue here, so this one is supposed to be yeah, so like that. So we are through with the project, like the structure. So let's now start making the necessary changes. Okay, now for our AI, we're going to, like, for the particular AI model that you're going to be using is known as Claude. I think you guys know Claude. So for Claude, you're going to first of all start with making our, let me show you. First of all, making our navbar. Okay, so there are some couple changes I did. Let's come first of all to, what is it called, the page.tsx. Now here in the page.tsx, what I've done, you have been able like to comment everything except this part of the navbar, because you're going to be starting in the navbar. Okay, and then the reason as why I've imported this part of the GSX, because we're trying to use here GSX element, so we need to import the GSX from, which is coming from React. Okay, now here in the navbar, like what I've done is this, one second. In the navbar, like I had this prompt that I've been able to give this AI, so like it's very clear. So it's just like so one of the main things that I've realized is this, especially when you are using Claude, like you can just give it any AI prompt, but if you want to get like the best prompt ever, like use these words: be creative and make it modern. Okay, like I've come to realize that if you tell it to, if you want to make a particular application or any project, if you tell it to be creative and to make it to have a modern look, there is a high probability, 80% chance that it's going to give you like an exceptional, like a very perfect thing. Okay, that's just what I've come to realize. So now here is the particular prompt. Be creative and make it modern looking. So create a responsive navbar.tsx component using Next.js into bracket app router, Tailwind CSS and TypeScript. It should first of all have a logo on the left. Okay, navigation links, which are first of all the navigation home, you have predictions, you have how it works, you have pricing, contacts. So, and also we should have a button, a join now button on the right. So use sticky top navbar, collapse into a hamburger menu on mobile. Okay, so that's just our what we did. And then after having included that, and then this the particular prompt that the AI gave us. Okay, like it's very, so let's just copy it and then paste it now into our navbar. Paste it like that. So after pasting it, so this is what you can see. So this is now the particular Navbar. You can see very simple thing. So first of all, you have the part of the use client, because it's going to show obviously on the front part. And then another thing that you can be able to see here, it's using the use state and the use effect. Also link from next. Also have the use of the use path name. Okay, yeah. So these are very simple things. If you don't know, like right now, if you don't know like what this code are, what they're doing is that you can first of all, like before doing this, first of all, like try to learn at least React, or try first of all to know a little bit of JavaScript, and then you can come to know React, and then now you can move to Next.js. You cannot just move from HTML to Next.js like that. Okay, like there are some things you need to know. Okay, so after being able to do that, also you can see now we have this section, which this section is the one that comprises of the part of the logo, which was on the left side. And then in the part of the desktop navigation, you have these other parts, and then you have this part of the join now button, and then you can see we have the text join now etc. So if you save it, this is how it's supposed to look like. Let me show you here. So this is how it's supposed to look like. You can see. So you can see like right now it looks pretty much okay, not okay, but it looks great. We have now this part of the predictor, which is now a logo, and then you have the home button, and then you have the predictions. You have the predictions, and then you have how it works. You have the pricing, contact, etc. And then also you have that button of the join now. Okay, great. Now let's now move to our next part that we're going to be looking at. So remember, like the main thing, if you have any prompts, just give the AI, but remember to include something like make it modern. Just make it modern and be creative. Yeah, like that. Like don't try to put it like in a box. In a box, when I say in a box, like don't try to like limit. Don't try to limit it most of the time. Okay. So another part we're going to do here is this part of the. I want us now to move to the hero section. So let's move to the hero section. Like that. So after I've done that, now let's like this. Okay, now here in the hero section I'm going to use this kind of prompt. Okay, so let me show you the prompt you're going to be using. Okay, so here you're getting error because /join we don't have it for now. I just turn to where it was. So let's still come to our AI. So we are still going to be using Cloud for it. Okay, so this just, you can see this is just an example of how the prompt looks like. This for our hero. You can see like, so here you're saying like be creative and make it modern looking. Also you can add interesting animations. You prefer to make it awesome looking. So create a hero component for landing page using Next.js. Okay, have a bold eye-catching headline and subheading. Include 2 buttons. Okay, use dark background with a gradient, example purple to indigo. Add an image or illustration of an AI or betting to, yeah, something like that. So let's wait a couple of seconds. So the best thing with in regards to making the best prompts is just be direct, but also if be direct, like
you can also use ChatGPT to try to get the best prompts ever, so that you can be able to get like very like best prompts. You can be able like to get the best prompts that you can be able to use into your application, you know. And it's just about experimenting. Yeah, like there's no one way of doing things. You're just experimenting and then trying like different kind of things. So let's just wait a couple of seconds.
Okay, so we are through. So what it has been able to do is that it has been able to add like the visual features, which is of a dynamic gradient background, okay, animation smooth, okay, looks okay. So we need to add this, but also another thing that we need to add is we need to add like that is Lucid. We need to be to install Lucid React. So let's just add this part of the first of all, 1 second. Let's add that. Then after I've been able to add that, let's come also here. I want us to install something. I want us to do this. Let's come here. Then let's come to then I want us to install that will be, let's come to here first of all. So after being able to do that, now here in our hero, you can just come and then look at it. Like after being able to install Lucid React, let me show you. You can see been able to install Lucid React successfully. So after come here, then you can see like this just very common JS. This is just common JS, and also you're using here some use states which are from React, use state and the use effect. Okay. Yeah. So you can see like here you have just we have like very simple things and very simple things. Here you have like handle mouse move, so that means like there's some animation that are going to be applied based on the position of the mouse. Yeah, and then here you have some floating elements, and they're going to be like animated, something like that. Yeah, going to be animated. And here now we have also an animated background. Yeah, like that. So you can come and then look at it. Yeah. So, but remember, like this part of the video or tutorial is for people who already like have done like already who know React and have done like a little bit of JS. Okay. So after you've done that, what you can do is this. After you've done that and then you've saved it, this is how it looks. After you've done that and then you've saved, like this is how it looks. And you can see it. Yeah. So I want you to look at some here. You can see like I don't know if you can be able to see here. Here, look at here at the position of the mouse. You have here some, I don't know if it's some white kind of movements at the background. I don't know if you can be able to see that. So that was the animation that you are talking about. Yeah, I want you to see. You can see like in the position of the mouse, you have like that kind of white kind of shadow. Yeah, white kind of shadow following it. Yeah. Also you have these background animations. You can see here these background animations. So the main thing that, as I told you, just make sure like to be clear, be direct, and also if you want to increase your chances of getting or something, tell it to be creative and to make it look modern. Okay, yeah. So we have now also here our button, that is the try AI button, and also have this other button for the join now button. Okay, yeah. So after done that, that's okay. Now let's now move to the next section. So you're through with the hero part. Now I want us now to move to the next part that we're going to be looking at. That is the which part. Let me show you here. 1 second. I don't know why it's taking a long time to open. Okay, I can't remember the next part. Is it how it works? Yeah, prediction. Let's look at the structure first. Navbar hero. Yeah, the next part is the AI prediction part. Okay, so that is let me look at it. Yeah, AI prediction part is part here. Okay. That, and then after we've been able to do that, I want us first of all to remove this part of the layout. Also I want us to remove hero and Navbar. Okay, let's just remain with this part of the AI prediction. Okay, yeah. So after I've been able to do that, now let's include now a particular dummy data as appropriate as needed. So here in the part of the AI prediction, this is what you've been able to add, and this is what you can be able to see. So also you can see here. So this is how it's going to look like, and yeah. So let's also put it in our code. Let's paste it in our AI prediction. So if we set it like this, you can be able to see here it's how it looks. Yeah. So the best thing or the most important thing here is, as I told you, just consider, just be realistic and consider just be direct in regards to the particular prompt that you're going to give the AI. Okay. Yeah, because the quality of your prompt is what determines how the results you're going to get. Okay, here it's how it looks after we've been able to save, after having added the part of the AI prediction. So you can see how it looks, and yeah, so you have this part of the AI prediction here. Then you can see, yeah, so that's how it is. Now let's now make our next part. So the next part that we are talking about is in regards to the part of how it works. Yeah, so let's come to still our AI. So this is the prompt that I've created. So be creative and make it modern looking. So create for me a how it works .tsx component using the JS, Tailwind CSS, and TypeScript. It should first of all display 3-step process, analyze match data, generate predictions using AI, and then give betting tips with confidence. Each step is in a card layout with an icon, title, and short description. Add subtle animation on scroll using Tailwind classes or framer motion. Make it mobile friendly. That. Now let's wait a couple of seconds.
what I do.
So like that. So now let's come to, so this is the part of the how it works part. You can just come and then copy it. Then now let's turn to here. Then I want us to move to, where is it? One second. Okay, 1 second, like it's taking a little bit time of its time. So okay, so here it is. Okay, then you can just paste it like that. Then another thing that we need to do is we need to come to this place. Let me show you. Where is it? First of all, you can come and then look at it. Okay, so these are just common React. This is just common React, and then some JavaScript. Yeah, also you can see like everything is just very, they're just common, and then they're just very easy things. Yeah, so from this point also, like, let's come to the page.tsx. now here you guys see how it works. You can just come here, then you can just comment that. Now after you've done that, I want us now to do this. Let me do this. Let me try to refresh this. Okay, let me refresh it so that I can be able to see how it's going to look with that part of the how it works. Okay, so let's just wait a couple of seconds for it to refresh. But I just wanted to tell you, like, if you come to this part of how it works, let me just go through it with you. 1 second. So here in the part of how it works, you can see we are just using the common things we've been using. The use state, we are using also the use effect, also the use reference. Also, all of them are coming from React. These things, like, we've been able, like, to cover them, like, in our previous tutorials. Also, like, these are, like, they are coming, like, like, we've been able, like, to be covering them, like, we've been able to cover them in our previous tutorial, so you can be able, like, to look at them in our previous tutorial. I'm not going to repeat a lot of things in this part because I want this to be as very quick and as very, I want to take like as little time as possible to make this. Also importing, like, some icons from Lucid React, but remember, you can use Lucid React, or you can just use also React. Still, you can import them from React still. Also, if you prefer just using any other, you can just use as like the ones that you want here. But personally, I found that using, like, icons from Lucid React, they are, like, most of them, they're usually very beautiful as compared to the ones from just when you just try to import from just React like that. Yeah, so I found them, like, to be at least a little bit more beautiful. Yeah, also, yeah, that's just what you're doing here. Here you have some views for floating and for icons, so some for the content, see. Yeah, so after we've done that, now let's look at it and see if it's going to run or not. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so how it works, supposed to be in this section here. You can see how beautiful it looks. So here is the part for how it works. So AI powered betting intelligence. So experience the future of sports betting with our cutting edge AI system that transforms raw data into winning predictions. So we told it to separate it into 3 parts. So you have this 1, 2, and then 3. I want you to see this beautiful animation, this beautiful lighting here. You can see it looks very beautiful. Also, you can see this line here, like it looks really beautiful. Yeah, smart vetting tips like that. Yeah, 98.7 predictions accuracy, like that. Yeah, it looks so beautiful. It looks beautiful. Now, I want us now to move to the next part. Apart from this part of the prediction, I want us now to look at the next part. Okay, so let's open a new part here. Like here is also here, like also I've done just the same thing for testimonials. So here's the prompt: so be creative and make it modern looking. So create a testimonials.tsx component using Next.js, Tailwind, and TypeScript. It should show 2 or 3 testimonials from happy users. Each testimonial includes a username, short message, an optional avatar, and optional avatar. Use a slider or card carousel format. So optional static card or slider is hard. So background should be light with shadows and rounded corners. Make it responsive and clean. So that's just how I've been able to do it. Yeah. So yeah, so like the key features that you be able, like for our testimonials, is first we have the auto rotating carousel. You can see how it rotates. Also have the part of the interactive navigation. So this, like all of these things that you have been able to do here, we've been able to do them in our previous tutorials, so check them out. That's the reason I'm not going to dwell on it so much. Okay, yeah. So we have the part of the interactive navigation, the thumbnail preview card, then we have the smooth animations, star ratings added, the responsiveness, and then etc. Yeah. So after I've done that, I've been able now to add it into our project like that. Be able to add it in our project like that. So now let's look at the, after saving it, like let's see how we're supposed to see it. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so you have this part of the AI-powered part. Now here is the part of the testimonials. Yeah, so here you have the part of the testimonials. Yeah, you can see like how these testimonials look very beautiful. So here you can see like the particular all testimonials. Then here you have this other section here. Like it looks beautiful, perfect. Then now let's move to our next part, which is the part of the what was it called? The part of the pricing. Yeah, so you can just come here. Then let's make the pricing part. Okay, you can just come here. Then I just paste this. Yeah, so also let me just start this. So this is the prompt. So make it modern looking and creative. So just create a pricing.tsx
CSS and TypeScript, so it should display 2 pricing cards, and then you have the free plan, which access the AI demo, and then you have the premium plan, which with the full access to the AI predictions plus tips. So highlight is that the premium plan with the highlight the premium plan with gradient border or badge. Each card should include features, price and CTA button. Make it clean, attractive and mobile friendly. So this is how our pricing part looks like. Yeah, so let me show you. So let's come here. Just now to come to this part of the pricing. Like that. Okay, and then after I've validate that part of the pricing, as usual, okay. So being able like to save it like that, and then after saving it, now let's just wait a bit, and then it's going to see like how it's going to appear, right? So let's just wait a couple of seconds, right? Yeah, you can just wait, but I usually like to just refresh it, just like and save from here. Like after I've been able like to save the part of the pricing, so you can see this how like our pricing looks like. Yeah, looks really good. Yeah, it looks not good, like it looks beautiful. Yeah, so you have that part of the pricing. Yeah, then another part that I want us to look at is another part known as the CTA part. Yeah, so let's come to this part of the CTA. Still given like this part of the prompt, like still remember like I'm using almost the same procedure. Okay, and then you're saying like be creative and create a modern looking. So create a CTA section .tsx component using XJS, tailwind, CSS, TypeScript. So it should be the final call to action before the footer. Have a bold message like ready to win smarter, try AI betting today. Include a large CTA button, get started. Use gradient or background image. Center content and make it stand out. So yeah, and then this is what it gave us. Yeah, so and then I've been able like to paste it here into our CTA. Been able to paste it now into our CTA, and this is how it looks. Yeah, so you have this part of the animated background element, and then you have the part of the grid pattern overlay. So you have the part of the contents. This content has the main heading, has the subheading, has the supporting text, has the CTA button. Also you have the part of the sub button glow effect. Yeah, so and then you have now this part of the secondary CTA. You have the part of the trust indicators, like that. Yeah, so this part of the trust indicators is the one that shows like the kind of the number of users we have, the success rate, and also the support. Now after saving it, you're supposed to see something like this. Let me see. After saving it, look at this again. Yeah, I see now how this day looks. It looks really smart. Yeah, looks beautiful and smart. So ready to win smarter, try AI betting today. So yeah, it is again thousands of smart bettors who already discovered the power of AI driven predictions. Your winning streak starts now. So you have something like that. Yeah, now what you can do again is I want us now to do this. Let me show you one thing. Now I want us now to go to the part of the footer.
Then after finishing the footer, then we'll be through. Now before going to the footer, I want us to do the necessary things again. Let's still come to the pricing. 1 second. Yeah, so this part of this part of the footer is the last one. So let's just do that. Okay. This part of the footer, I've also just been able to create this part of the footer. Like I'm still using almost the same prompt, but just saying here footer.tsx, and like saying like it should first of all include site logo, also to add like navigation links, which are first of all the home, about contact, and then the terms. Also the part of the social media, it needs to include the social media icons, also the part of the dark background, and also to make it responsive. Yeah, so after done that, then you can just copy that and then paste it in your particular code. So I've been able to paste it like that, and let me save it. And then when you save it, let's now turn to the same application. So this is our application. So let's come to the footer and see how the footer looks like. Yeah, so this is how the footer looks like. Yeah, looks beautiful and looks premium. Yeah, so you can see here we have the AI Betting Pro, revolutionizing sports betting and cutting edge AI. So like that. Yeah, so the navigation looks pretty much okay. Also this part of the connect, it looks, this one is the part of the Twitter. Then this is Snapchat. You see, yeah, it looks beautiful. Yeah, you can see how it looks. Yeah, so this is the whole landing page that you're going to be making and I think you're through with that. So as you can see, so we have now like our whole landing page, how it looks, and I can say like it looks pretty good. And personally, I can give it like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, an 8 out of 10. I cannot say it's a 10 out of 10 because we have also some very beautiful landing pages out there. But I believe like the one that we've been able to create today is also beautiful. Yeah. So now after I've done that, now it looks awesome. Yeah. So you can just save it, and then, but if you want, like, remember, if you want for me to make now a particular web application where I can be able to make AI sports betting predictions using AI, you can just tell me in the description or in the comments section, and then I'm going to try my best to make it. Yeah, I've been able to create now a new repository in my GitHub. I want to push the codes, and so that can be able to push it to production. But I just want to push it first of all to GitHub. Okay, so in the meantime, whether I can be opening. Let me open Vercel in the meantime. So what we can do is this. Sorry. Okay, so as it's loading, like as we are, let me show you something here. Sorry. As we are pushing this part, you can just come to your Vercel. Then let's try to deploy it. Yeah. So project. Yeah, we're going to deploy now the particular project, which is this betting AI YouTube OIB. But before that, let me look at it. Okay, so before that, let me 1 second. Just want to make sure everything has been pushed. Okay, so we have a lot of files. Then is it going to be git push, or let me see, or git push origin main, because I'm used to git, personally I'm used to git push. Is it git push you my master? So let's okay. Yeah, it's pushed. Now let's do git status, see if everything is pushed. Yeah, our branch is clean. Okay, so we are done with the pushing. Just let's look at it. You can just refresh like that, and then so that you can be able to see. Yeah, so we have everything here. Okay, so after being able to do that, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, let me now come to the Vercel. So here in the Vercel, we're going to deploy it in Vercel. I personally like using Vercel because just like it. So let's deploy it here in Vercel. Okay, so you can just give it a particular name. Okay, it can just be that name, so like there's no problem. Also, yeah, there's any other thing really. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, let's deploy it and then say how it's going to be. Okay, so you're getting this image, this issue. Okay. Okay, we're getting some small issue. Let me try to fix it and then I'm going to return later. Okay, so here it is. So let's open this. Okay, so one second. So it looks okay. So here it is. Looks perfect. Everything. Intelligence, okay. Yeah, so that's how it is. So being able like to make it, so Yeah, so up to there, I think we'll leave it up to there. So what you're going to do is this. So from there, if you want me to make like a fully fledged like application that's going to help someone like in regards to betting using AI, just put it in the description, and then yeah, just comment, and also just give me a comment, and just like the video. Yeah, it really assists me a lot in making this video. Okay, thank you.